My name is Jeff Meacham. I'm a senior technical trainer here at Trellix. And guys, I am so excited to talk to you today about what we are doing with Gen AI. So a little background about us, if you're unfamiliar, is we are actually the merger of two companies, both FireEye and McAfee, bringing together both operations, bringing in the best cybersecurity expertise that we could into one singular company. Now, I'm going to talk about Gen AI. I'm going to talk about auto investigation and remediation. But really, when we're talking about AI, we've actually been doing it for quite some time. Like back in 2014, we created analytics for impossible travel. We also launched guided investigations in 2016. And in 2016, that's when we implemented machine learning. But in 2023, that's when things really took off, and that's when we were leveraging AI itself. So a little background, the state of the industry. So I'm sure you guys are familiar with what is going on in the world, right? There are nation-state attacks happening. There are different kinds of malware, ransomware that's affecting our customers. And attackers, they're getting more clever. They are performing EDR evasion, and unfortunately, one issue that we are seeing is they are leveraging Gen AI as a way to maliciously attack and just have an attacker that is constantly working nonstop. So how are we supposed to respond to a threat of this magnitude? One thing that we can do is we work with AWS solutions. Now, here you can see that we have over 13 integrations with AWS, and we work with them very closely. Yes, we use their data lakes, and yes, we are hosted on AWS. But the main thing I want to talk about today is Amazon Bedrock and their AI. One thing that I like to brag about is that we do have the security competency with the partnership from AWS, as well as a few other competencies that you can see up here. So this is our Trellix platform. Here we have a singular console where you get visibility into your EDR solution, network solution, email, all the different solutions. Even if it's not ours, if you guys are using third-party solutions, we can still take that data and give you one singular platform that you can log in and get complete visibility across your stack. All right, so why Trellix? I mean, I could brag about how we have nearly 500 integrations with third parties. I could brag about our different awards that we've won, how we're using AI for faster investigations, and how many patents we have. But I'd rather just show you guys what that looks like. So here's a use case for collecting cloud data. Now, in this case, we're going to be doing AWS, but we integrate very well with other major cloud providers as well, such as Google or Azure. So here you can see a few of the integrations that we have. And really, to connect an integration into our platform, it's basically fill in the blank. You put in the name, you put in the bucket, you put in the region, and we can take that data and immediately start transforming it for you. You can build out your dashboards, you can have your alerts, and you can know that your data, most importantly, is safe. All right, so how do we use Gen AI? Well, before we used Gen AI, we had a ton of data sources. Our poor analysts, they were swimming in data lakes. Well, now that we've implemented the use of AI, suddenly we are implementing the use of machine learning modules. We are using Amazon Bedrock. We trained it to become Trellix wise, but it's asking us questions, contextual questions around the alert. It's saying, all right, well, what happened 5 minutes before? What happened 5 minutes after? Is Jeff traveling right now and he forgot his password? Or is there an indicator that this could possibly be an attack? How often does Jeff travel? So understanding Trellix wise is going to be key into protecting your guys' environment. So let's say we have 1 billion events. This is coming from all of our data sources, our email, network, EDR solutions. They're all corresponding. They're all talking to each other. We are just getting swarmed by events. Well, luckily with the Helix Connect platform, we use our analytics, rules, and intel to really shave down to about 1,000 anomalies where Trellix Wise then takes a look at those weird things, those things that we just typically don't see, things deviating from our baseline. It's taking a look at that and it's saying, all right, out of these anomalies, here are 10 alerts. And on top of that, it even provides its own thoughts around those alerts. Here's a terrific screenshot just showing us the billion and billions of events going to Helix Connect, navigating it down to 10 alerts where now the human, and again, when we talk about AI, I know a lot of people are like, well, this is all to replace the human, right? No, the human, the analyst is still needed. What I am trying to say is we're saving that analyst time. We're making it so that way they're only looking at alerts. They're doing the response. They're doing the fun stuff. They're doing the things that they were trained to do. They're not having to look at those anomalous events. They begin their investigations. They take their actions. They contain endpoints as necessary. So it's working hand in hand with our analysts. So I can show you that, after a billion events, we have 100 hours saved. And then, we save another 24 hours by looking at 10 alerts. But really what the AI is doing is it's saving us about 3,900 hours that could be better used elsewhere. So let's take a look at what that actually looks like here inside of the platform. Now, with this case study right here, I didn't write any of this. This was all copied and pasted from Trellix Wise. So right here we see that David, he is the director in the sales department. His role doesn't typically include running PowerShell scripts. So not only is it recognizing, okay, what is David's job? And does David ever really use PowerShell? It recognizes that's two things that are pretty anomalous. From there, it's able to even read and decode the PowerShell command. So right here, it's saying, all right, it's downloading a script from a GitHub repository, which is highly suspicious. David typically does not use PowerShell to download scripts from GitHub. Here we can see, and the file was called this cute puppy jpeg.exe. And it adds a side note. This is likely just masquerading as an image, a way to trick the user into double-clicking and then running this PowerShell command. And then we can see that it's trying to bypass the execution policy, downloading, executing a script inside of GitHub. And given these factors, especially the successful execution of suspicious PowerShell and the target being the director, here is what's really unique about Trellix Wise. It sees that this was a high in criticality, but saying, hey, we got to bump this up. This is a true positive. This is something that really is weird and anomalous. We got to take next steps for this. Now, with that, again, we train Trellix Wise. And so in this example, different case study, here it sees a base 64 encoded string. Now, this is going beyond what a human can do. I cannot decode base 64 by myself, but the AI can. And it's able to recognize this script, and it says, oh, this script is actually used by the Nessus security scanning tool. It's very likely, given your guys' baseline and having used Nessus before, that this, again, is not malicious. But it's very interesting that even the base 64 script, it sees that and then immediately is able to convert it into human readable language and decode it for us. Now, to take this a step further, in the past, we used to use playbooks, and they were great and they were fine. We had a handful of them. But now with Helix Connect, your guys' analysts can create their own automations. Now think about that, and that's whatever you would like to do. It has SOAR-like capabilities. And once you create these automations, you guys pass that over to the AI. The AI is then able to make it so poor Jeff doesn't have to wake up at 2 a.m. and contain an endpoint if it is a high criticality. It's able to take care of that for us. All right, so a common question that we get from our customers is, all right, well, are you using our data to train your AI? And the answer is no, we don't need to. We've actually already trained the AI. Now, that's not to say that the AI won't learn off your environment, creating baselines, detecting what is anomalous. It will do that. But we do not take your data. And the main reason why we don't want our AI learning off of you guys and reporting back to us is we don't want it prone to hallucinations. We want this AI to be unique to each of your guys' environments. So that way, if it really is anomalous, it's going to detect that and let you guys know. This is not taking your guys' data, reporting it back to us and training it. We've already taken care of the hard part. So most security staff, out of research that we conducted, they only look at 10% of their alerts, right? High and critical. Medium, yeah, when they get to it, low, benign. Maybe we have our junior analysts do that. But what the AI is doing is it's looking at all of our alerts and then escalating it where necessary. So, maybe we don't look at that low alert, but that's still something that's going to be nagging us in the back of our minds. Well, with the AI, it's taking a look at that. It's proposing, hey, this is actually a false positive, or hey, we need to bump this up in its level of criticality. So right here, with this math, we're saying, all right, we're saying that with 5 people, working 8 hours, that's 40 hours a day. Well, the work remaining is about 360 hours with all of the other alerts. What our AI is doing is it's performing the work of 45 people. Again, this is not to replace the analysts, but rather make their lives easier and let them work on what they really do want to work on. So finally, there's enough help to get the job done. So out of 1,100 alerts, and if we're saying that we spend 65 events per alert, and that is analyst time, 5 seconds per event. Well, what the AI is doing is it's doing 12 8-hour shifts within that amount of time. It is absolutely phenomenal being able to read, see what's going on, and then report it back to us. All right, one other thing that I really do like to talk about with our AI. So this is an interesting case study. Here we did have people logging in from other sides of the world. And maybe that would be suspicious in your guys' environment. Maybe you guys are only local to Denver, Colorado, or maybe you guys are international. But in this case, the AI saw people were logging in from other parts of the world. And it was like, hey, take a look at this because this is pretty anomalous. This is weird. But what we allow you guys to do is communicate with the AI. You guys then tell the AI, hey, actually, our organization, we are international. We expect people to be logging in from all parts of the world. So you're able to communicate with it. So down here, you can see that we had high level of cases. And then once we added that tuning, once we communicated with that AI or the customer communicated with the AI, you can see the amount of cases just immediately begin to drop off. So our AI-powered security platform, we have it in our endpoint. We have it in our network, data, email, Helix Connect. And, I can talk to you guys about all of these awards and such. But really, what I want to let you guys know is that with this AI it's phenomenal. We are taking over 400, nearly 500 different data formats. We are putting it through a database proxy, taking out social security numbers, employment numbers, account numbers, date of birth, and then we're giving the rest to the AI. So that way it is able to create these cases for us. It is able to find out what is anomalous or odd. Now, a lot of customers, one of their biggest concerns is the data at rest, right? They don't want that data being leaked. So that's why we do put it through that database proxy. So now even the AI is seeing that information. Now, guys, I keep talking about the different awards. I keep talking about all the different patents, but I'd like to make an offer to you guys, even the folks at home. We're going to go ahead and send you guys out something here shortly where if you guys want to take a look at one of our demo environments, You can. You will be able to see the alerts in there. You will be able to see the cases that the AI created and the conclusions it came up with. And so I hope you guys take advantage of that, just to kick the tires, if anything. And that is all I got for you.